Hey guys, we're here with Adam, who just won the first ever Dublin REDU locals. Adam, how'd you feel?
Very good. I think we played so much Edison leading up to nationals that we all got really tired of it.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to play any other format.
And what's your opinion on REDU?
Well, today went well, so maybe the format's great.
Yeah.
I played a bit of a rogue deck. I played EVOLs,
Okay.
which I like the deck. I was happy to do well with it. It does get to play a lot of floodgates in the side deck, so
That's fun.
yeah. My opponents maybe didn't have a lot of fun against me today, but yeah, I can get into the profile. I'll explain what all the cards do because people probably aren't familiar. Play 3 Westlow, 1 Najasho. People normally play more of this, but I'll explain why I only play 1 in a minute. I play 3 Volcano, 2 Serato, 2 Diplo, 3 Jirak Waiba. These people are familiar with this from like Dinoraba and other formats. I play 2 Effect Veiler. Yeah, I can. Will I go into spells first? Probably, yeah. I play 3 Evo Diversity and 3 Evo Force. I'll probably stop here and then explain what all the cards do, because they're all the archetype stuff. Pretty much, this is the deck that Evol's Arlagia and Evol's Ardalka are meant to be used in, that nobody ever actually used them in, just because Dino Rabbit was so good. But yeah, they're the archetype of the little reptile guys, and then the dinosaur guys, the reptiles, summon the dinosaurs, and then hopefully you overlay them into Lagia and Dalka. Westlow is like the main guy in the deck. It's the flip monster. So when it's flipped, you get to special summon one of the dinosaurs from deck. Najasho, when it's tributed, it gets to summon one of the dinosaurs from deck, and it's tributed as if it was. The dinosaurs get effects when they're summoned by the reptiles.
Yeah.
And then Evo Force, it can let you tribute one of the reptiles to summon a dinosaur from deck. But when you do it that way, the dinosaur is treated as if it was summoned by the effect of the reptile.
Yeah, it's like Test Tiger. For the
and it's interesting because a lot of the guys that you play actually mirror the effect of GBs. So
yeah, you have Bestiary.
Diplo is Bestiary. When he's summoned, it pops an opponent's back row. Serato is like a mix of Macquarie and Sam Knight. So when he's summoned, he has base 1900 attack, but when he's summoned by one of the effects, then he goes up to 2100, and when he kills a monster in battle, you get to search for another one of the reptiles. And then probably the best one is Volcano, because this is like Darius. And the fact that you're playing in a format with XYZs, then having a monster that lets you put another level 4 onto the board is really good for overlaying. And then Jirak Waiba is the same, like it's a 1 card.
Yes.
Lagia and Dalka, and like you can play the deck without this. I personally like it just because one of the weaknesses of the deck is when you draw like the level 4s themselves. And so actually having a solid card like Waiba that it either can be good on its own, or just if you play over a couple of turns, like put 1 dinosaur on the field, next turn put another dinosaur on the field, you just get to make Lagia or Dalka that way. So it fits in with the archetype theme. It's also a fire, which is relevant. That's when you side in goes and match.
Yeah.
And yeah, then the spell cards, this one lets you add one of the archetype cards to your hand. So most of the time you just go for Westlow and set up that way. So you get to set it, and then it's a really, really strong starter. And then Evo Force, I think I said what this does already. You tribute one of the reptiles and you summon one of the dinosaurs from deck. And it's like a Test Tiger. It treats it like it was summoned properly. So most people, like the real power play of the deck is to tribute Najasho with Evo Force. And so a lot of people play more Najashos for that reason, to hopefully get this combo. But I just played 1 because at the very least, like you've got 3 Evo Force, which is really good with Westlow anyway, and you've got 3 of this in your deck, which lets you search Najasho, so at least you have it reasonably often whenever you need. It's just that Najasho doesn't do anything if you can't tribute it off. So it's not good unless you have Evo Force. So I just wanted to have it in the deck as an option, but not have it be a particular focal point. Other people play cards like Enemy Controller as a way to just get this as a tribute. And Enemy Controller also happens to pair well with Waiba. So I played it in my deck for the last redo locals we did. But ultimately, Enemy Controller is just really bad. Like there's so many matchups where they're playing cards with the wrong level, taking stuff often just isn't that good. In a format with like XYZs, you're not even taking cards with levels for you to overlay on top of anyway.
Yeah.
Even as a defensive card, it like you can kind of get away with a card like Enemy Controller in Edison format, because like switching something to defense is kind of good, but like in a format that's as developed as Redo, like that's just not any kind of real defense. So I didn't like Enemy Controller, so I cut that, and so I just played the 1 Najasho to hopefully catch it with Evo Force if you ever happen to draw the two together. And I did that, I think twice today. I did draw pretty well. The deck does have a lot of problems with bricking because you play a lot of like what are essentially vanillas. At least this has 1900 and Guaiba is good on its own, but these guys really suck to draw.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like I don't think the deck is very good despite winning with it today, but it is very fun. And like if you catch lightning in a bottle, you can get some good results with it. So then I played 2 Pot of Duality. Your best play usually is to just set Westlow. So it actually pairs quite well with the deck that it doesn't really stop you from doing what you want to do. The fact that you can't special summon, you usually have like a setup turn just setting Westlow anyway. So it's very good for consistency. 2 MST, you don't even really need to play this. And I find it quite awkward because like you're just blind spacing if they have multiple sets isn't good, but just because of how prevalent windups are in the format, I really wanted to main deck MSTs so that I could stop their factory, and then you have a lot of the staple spells. So Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Avarice, and Book of Moon. Book isn't quite a staple in the format, but because you have a set monster that's part of your strategy, it actually is pretty good. And it's nice, like it can stop them from overlaying. It actually pairs well with Jirac Guaiba as well. I will say actually Effect Veiler does pair really well with Guaiba as well. It happened twice today where I Veilered a tour guide and then ran over with Guaiba. So yeah, having that there is really helpful. Avarice is probably the best card because like you want to really use Volcano's effect to keep spamming rank 4s. And so if you ever run out of Volcanos, you kind of run out of steam. So being able to put them all back into your deck is really, really, really valuable. And then for traps, I play Solemns. And then I kind of didn't really know which traps to play because I don't play the format very often. So I just wanted to try out like a variety of different traps, and I just picked the ones that I had nice rarities of. So I play 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential, and 3 Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain actually has the same purpose as Veiler, where like if you stop a Tour Guide or a Zen Mighty, you get to keep it on board and run over it with Guaiba. They're like generically decent traps. I actually, for the most part, sided these cards out a lot of the time because you can't really side out your engine. All of these you will want to always keep in, and so then when you bring in sideboard hate, you bring in like more targeted cards, and so I found I was taking out the like generic stuff. Just because I felt that it was better to just turn your generic hate into targeted hate and keep your engine in deck. So then I'll move on to probably extra deck first, just in case people are unfamiliar with
Laggy and Dolka.
Yeah, so if you played any like time back in the day, you 100% know what these cards do. Like these are kind of infamous.
I think modern players know from.
I don't know
from pure Dino. Yeah.
If they were ever relevant after 2012, but yeah, this is Solemn Judgment on legs, and this is a double monster negate on legs. So anytime you can pair them together, they're really really strong. It just gives you a really nice grind game. There's a lot of nice play with these. They're like the point why you play the deck. I didn't make most of the other rank 4s because like why would you when you have Laggy and Dolka? The only one I actually made was Maystroke because the deck, similar to Dino Rabbit, just actually has problems running over big guys, and so this is your answer to big guys a lot of the time. And then I think the only rank 3 I made today was Temtempo because the deck actually has a tough time dealing with Zen mains as well. So you can make this if you have 2 Westlows. So yeah, I only made a couple of those guys. Yeah, I only made Laggy, Dolka, Maystroke, and Temtempo. The format is very Dark World heavy, so I think it's essential to side deck 3 Gemini Imps. Massey,
any comments?
Unfortunately, faced up against multiple Gemini Imps in our match earlier today. 2 Maxi, really really good against windups. I don't main deck it just because there's a lot of matchups where it's not as strong. Like there's a lot of Hero and Dark World, and even like Gear, they have the option of just like instead of going off, they can just reset armor. So I don't think Maxi is very good to main deck, but it is very good against windups. D Fisher is really strong against Dark World. You kind of just have to go hard on hate for them. Similar to Dino Rabbit, like just side deck Soul Taker because you have difficulty getting over big monsters. It's mostly there for a matchup like Chaos Dragons and Heroes to out Light Pulsar and The Shining. I didn't happen to play against those today. System down for if they have a big board of Geargias. I didn't happen to play against those today. 3rd MST, and then 3 goes match is insane.
Good card.
My round 1 match against windups, this was just like the clincher. Like he had magician already on board, and then he normal summoned rat. He only happened to have shark engraved, so just all 3 different attributes, and the fact that there was no priority in the format, I get to just flip this first.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the game was over essentially at that point. So yeah, like we don't play Redo very often. We gave it a try today to see what we think about it. Turns out it is very floodgate heavy.
What's the general consensus?
There's like a lot of like either it goes and match or rivalry or skill drain or decree or like even dark world. It doesn't like technically floodgate you, but they still like take your whole hand and see your hand. So I don't know if I really like the format. Oh, and Shockmaster, yeah. I lost one game to Shockmaster today as well. So I don't know. The format is interesting. But maybe we'll try it again in the future, but I'm glad just to have been able to play a deck that was a little bit rogue, a little bit different, to have fun with it and actually end up doing pretty well. So yeah, that's the profile. I'd be interested to see anyone who's interested in Redo format, if they've ever seen EVOLs built this way. Maybe it could become like just a starting point for figuring out a more optimized list.
Kicking off the list, yeah.
And yeah, hopefully if people want to try out Redo format, just try it themselves, see if they like it.
Reach out to Adam.
Yeah. please don't reach out to me. I'm not going to respond.
Anyway, thank you very much, Adam, and congratulations.
Perfect, thank you.